to go into some of these reactions because there's some creators, like I said, they've already made their plan. They're on their way out. So let me check out some of these creators and see what they have to say here. You'll see some of them got some very, very good options or good opinions. They're actually living there now. They left the U.S. They said forget that. And there's some that's either on their way out this month.
You need to leave. You need to leave the United States. You don't have months. Some of you might have weeks. Maybe. Some of you have spent the last 2 months pretending like this is not happening, like it's not coming, but it is coming. America is about to become a Christian nationalist fascist dictatorship. And some of you have been waiting for other people to stop this from happening. But it's happening. A lot of people got a lot of views telling you that something was going to stop this, or Congress was going to stop this, or the courts were going to stop this, and it wasn't going to happen. But it is going to happen. Trump will become the president on the 20th. And it's not necessarily Trump that you should be worried about. It is the people around Trump that you need to be worried about. These people have lists. These people have agendas. These people have enemies. Some of you are enemies. And some of you need to leave. There are people of political power who have millions of dollars.
This man said these people have lists. These people have lists, and you need to leave. He said you got money, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You need to leave. Here's the crazy thing. They were talking about kicking out the immigrants, but a lot of Americans are leaving. So the plan was to kick out the immigrants, but a lot of Americans are leaving. Because look at the stuff that's going on here right now. And not only that, this man just said they have a list. I'm seeing you with the video.
Good lawyers, and those good lawyers told them, you need to leave. At least for inauguration. Go out of the country. You need to leave. The thing is, by the time you realize that you have to leave, by the time you realize that you have to leave now, you may not be able to. You know, ostensibly we talk about the border wall and the border closing and closing the border, and it's easy to sort of imagine that that's just to prevent bad people from getting in, or quote unquote bad people from getting in. But the wall, the border, whatever you want to call it, is also going to prevent you from leaving. And if it doesn't, countries are not going to take former American citizens in 2 years or in 3 years when things are really, really bad. The logic is just self-fulfilling. If we mass deport people, those countries are not going to take. Those countries are not going to voluntarily say, "Oh, hey, Americans who don't want to be there anymore, come on over." It's not going to happen. So if you have a feeling that you're not going to be safe, or you're an immigrant, or you're gay, or you're a woman, and you feel like the worst part of your gut that's telling you have to go is actually telling you the truth, you need to start looking at that now. I know that it's very hard and can be very expensive, and there are people who can't afford to leave, but you need to try to figure a way out. Not everyone needs to leave, but some of us need to leave. I need to...
Wow, I'm so stuck on this dude said they had a list. He had a list that when he become president, that's who he's coming for. That is crazy. This dude's on some revenge stuff. So here. But yeah, I was checking out some of the comments. Let me see if I can pull this up. Some of the people were wilding out. They were like, somebody said, I can't afford to stay. I can't afford to stay. I can't afford to leave. So it's a paradox. Some dudes said their rent went up. I was recording this, so it's kind of going out in and out. So yeah, as you can see in some of the comments, some people can't go. Some people can go. Some people can't stay. Let's go into the video.
See that? They said the exact same thing in Rome. And then Rome burned. They said that with the Greeks. They said that with a lot of these great empires, but they all fell. And they all fell because of a common theme. They fell because they did not respect the common people that made their nation great in the first place. They forgot who they were. They forgot to give respect where respect is due. You see the audacity of these CEOs talking about, oh, the people, they don't want to work anymore. They don't want to work anymore. Meanwhile, the environment in which they're trying to have us work is deteriorating our mental health. People are offing themselves because they can't feed their families, because they can't even... Y'all know. Y'all know. I don't have to list all the issues of what the American people are going through. So, as we're witnessing this, mind you, this is biblical. Read Daniel. This the dream that he had with the statues and all the different segments. America is what is predicted on that statue. Y'all really upholding America? You think that this is that Christian country that America's going, that God gonna come for? Where did y'all get that from? Where did y'all get that from? That's not from God. Because according to the Bible, America is not that nation. I don't know where y'all got that from. If that means in 2 years, something great is going to happen to the point where this so-called great nation is going to be taken down on its heels, on its knees, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I know what comes with that. I know what comes with that. People who knew and saw this in foresight, looking past history, people who saw that their country was going through that, they already knew. They left. They were the ones that to survive and witness from afar their so-called great nation fall. I'm not too keen on being here for that. I'm not too keen on being here for that, for any of that shit that y'all got thinking that y'all got going on. Because I know that the downfall of the United States of America, go read on how Rome and Greece fell. Read that history. Read how violent that shit was. Mind you, that was a long time ago. They didn't have the same technologies nor the same type of mindsets that we have today. So imagine the kind of weaponry that we have today, the mindsets that we have going on at the same time, and then this so-called melting pot. It's going to be a gumbo. We all going to be cooking up in that motherfucking pot. It's called Civil War. 250 US.
So that is crazy that she said that. Like, it's going to be a cooking pot, because literally California is on fire. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think pretty much they set people up in America to be broke, so you can't leave. A lot of people, we can't afford to leave. Like, I would have been gone, but can't afford to leave right now. You know, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to get up and work, you got to pay these expenses. We got to pay bills every month. If you don't pay a bill, they're gonna turn off your lights. If you don't pay your bill, you're gonna be homeless on the street. So yes, we have to, and I think that it's set up for us to keep our mind thinking that we have to keep going, and keep going like we're robots, and we're not. We are human people. We are human beings. We have emotions. We have minds, and people are getting tired. People are getting fed up with the rat race. Like, they're just drained. They have nothing more to give emotionally. I know I am. So I can imagine there's a lot of people out there. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that. I've been seeing people actually doing this thing called quiet quitting. That's a big thing that's been going viral on social media. So yeah, people are tired. They're fed up. They're just getting tired, and they're just getting tired of the rules. Why we don't never really own nothing here in America. You can pay your house off, but guess what? You still got property taxes, insurance. You have all this other stuff. You don't really own your home here. You can go anywhere else in any other country. You own that land, not here in America. So yeah, a lot of people are leaving.
Do it. I'm doing it next week. If people are saying it makes them want to leave the US, they're feeling correct. They should. I am doing it in 7 days. They are welcome to join me. Message me privately for my flight information. I'm going to Tanzania.
Is it going to feel better there?
Yep. Because nothing that is here is there.
What are the things here that are making you feel bad that are
White
not
people. White people and everything that white people make and do and say.
You are white.
I am.
And you're going there.
Yep.
Are you going to infect it with your whiteness?
No. I never infect it with my whiteness because I just observe and listen and ask how I can be helpful. I don't put my business in anybody else's business. So I just go, hey, I'm just here hanging out. If anybody wants help with anything, let me know. And that's what I've been doing for 8 years. And everybody there welcomes me, and I feel very welcome to there. And I feel so much better there. And I think most people from the West who go to places like that feel better there, and they don't feel good.
Okay, so let's talk about the 4 countries that I would relocate to if I were an American and I needed to flee the United States of America. Hey everybody, my name is Candace. I talk about living abroad, the global lifestyle, buying property abroad, and a whole bunch of random stuff, so let's talk. So I was talking with a friend, and we were talking about how we are currently in a 4th turning. If you do not know what a 4th turning is, make sure to Google that and search the book on Amazon, The 4th Turning. It is extremely interesting, informative, and you need to know about this. We were talking about our upcoming plans and how we really feel that the United States is on its last leg in terms of being a superpower and world power. Now, of course, I hate to say that because I do love many things about the United States. However, history has shown us time and time again that every great empire has its rise and it has its fall. So it is what it is. With all of this being said, the question that was brought up during the conversation is like, where would you go in the world if you were living in the US, you actually have your passport, and you needed to flee for some reason? And these were my top picks. First up would be Albania. I say Albania just because, number one, at least as of now, Albania allows all Americans to come into the country visa-free and stay for 1 year. And that is extremely valuable because that saves you time, money, and a whole bunch of craziness in terms of trying to figure out how you're going to legally stay in a country for a long period of time. And then all you need to do is make a border run, etc., and then come back into the country and you can stay for another year. That is very helpful. Not only that, Albania is an extremely beautiful country. The people are very friendly. The food is excellent. The cost of living is very low. And it's in the Mediterranean. So, like, how can you go wrong? Number 2 on my list would be Georgia. And I choose Georgia for similar reasons as Albania. And that is Georgia right now allows Americans to enter into its border, into the country, visa-free up to 1 year. And then all you would need to do is do a border run. To my knowledge, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but all you have to do is do a border run and then you can re-enter the country and stay for an additional year. Also, the real estate deals there are very good. And it is also, very affordable. So that is a plus as well. I guess the only downside to Georgia is that it's very close to the Russian border, and I have had some of my friends that are from that region always say something like, be careful when you're moving to places close to the Russian border. These are like some of my Ukrainian friends and some of my other friends from like Kazakhstan, etc. But I mean, do your research on that. But Georgia would be a quick pick for me if I had to quickly flee, get on a plane, and head somewhere. That would be, like I said, number 2 on the list. Number 3 on my list would be Mexico. Now, I know this is so ironic, right? And there are a lot of Americans who would not even deserve to cross the border into Mexico if they had to flee the U.S. just based on their like negative feelings about Mexicans in general. However, I'm not one of those people. And if you're not one of those people, then Mexico would definitely be a great choice for sure because it's right there near the U.S. That's number 1. You can stay up to 6 months visa-free in the U.S.
The audacity. Nope, I'm with Mexico. Turn your asses right back around and go back home to America. I'm with Mexico on that shit. Take your asses. The audacity. Nope. Cross your asses right back home. Y'all need to get with y'all people. Like they told, yep. The audacity. Nope. Take them off the list. Tell them Mexico, I'm not going.
And they make getting a long-term visa quite affordable and easy. So it's a no-brainer in terms of Mexico. On top of that, it's affordable and it's peaceful. And everybody I know that lives in Mexico is super happy about it. Last but certainly not least on my list is Argentina. And the reason why I choose Argentina is because although you do need a visa to enter the country and you're supposed to be able to stay for 90 days, once you're in the country, they make it quite easy for you to obtain your extended stay long-term visa. So it's a place that you can easily get set up. It's affordable. The culture is great. The food is great. The real estate deals are great. And I mean, it's the most European country outside of Europe in terms of architecture, etc., and history, etc. And it is in South America. So if you need to hop a flight back to the US for some kind of reason or travel around to other parts of Latin America, you can do so with ease. So these are the countries on my list for Americans to flee to in the event of a national emergency. And you just
Y'all, let me jump on here real quick because we out here beefing with everybody. America got beef with what is going on? But on a serious note, guys, like I wanted to jump on and just let you know, yeah, we have options. If you're getting tired, like I said, there's a lot of people that's quiet quitting. There's so much going on in the world right now. You have signs of what's going on in the Bible. They're right in our face. So, I mean, definitely get down in the comments. Tell me your thoughts, your opinions. Do you guys have family out in California? Are you trying to help them leave currently? Because right now I am praying for them. Looks like they are surrounded out there. I'm your girl, Keisha Reacts. Until the next time.